Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
And obviously it was recovered, but if it were me, I'd run an auto check on it before you write the check for the car, just to be safe. That $25 sometimes could save you a lot of money if this thing's had an odometer rollback and Carfax didn't catch it. I find auto check catches more than Carfax does by far and gives you more accurate information. So let's try that. And if that's clear, then I'd be satisfied and move on. That's a rare vehicle, 16,000 miles on a 2012 RX. To Boston, Mass, we go. Joe is gone. We were going he was asking me about vehicles in the same class as the Toyota RAV4. You got your Honda CR-V is a very comparable vehicle. The Ford Escape is one of my favorites, primarily because they're just such a great buy. Nissan Rogue has been really good in the last few years. Joe, if you're still listening, would be just fine. Speaking of reviews, we did put up new reviews this week on the 2018 Chevy Traverse, which actually got bigger from 2017 to 2018. And it was really, really nice. I was super impressed with this thing.
So were our newsletter subscribers. I mean, it got just a ton of hits. I don't know if people were watching the video over and over or something, but it was very high up off the charts.
Well, Chevy sales for the month of August were up 11.4% from a year ago. Part of that was heavy pickup incentives, but part of it was the Traverse. I can't keep them on the lot.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you think about the Audi S4 that you've got this week in next week's newsletter.
I've enjoyed this car. I
bet
really
you
have.
have.
The seats are comfortable. It's got a great sound. And as I point out in the review, how did I put it? A unenhanced sound.
You don't have to go far to decide on a car. Let the Car Pro, Jerry Reynolds, help.
Oh, okay. Well, let me give him a call.
Call 1-800-926-7777. It's the Car Pro Show with Jerry Reynolds and Kevin McCarthy.
And a lot of people don't know anything about rear ends and don't even ask the question when they're in a car dealership. And sadly, too many car salesmen today don't understand rear ends either.
So if I walked into a dealership and I said, I want a J-Lo rear end, would I get a 333 or a 410?
Email the Car Pro at carproshow.com.
The Car Pro never sleeps. It's because of that noise a new email makes on my computer.
If you'd rather pull your wisdom teeth out with pliers than go through the hassle of buying a car, the Car Pro...
Paging Dr. Bender.
Jerry Reynolds is the Car Pro, and he's a 35-year veteran of the automotive industry, including winning USA Today's Dealer of the Year award twice. His trusty sidekick is Kevin McCarthy, a Hall of Fame broadcaster, and they're here to make sure talk and honest answers about everything automotive. So put those pliers down and call the Car Pro Show. You're listening to the Car Pro Show satellite feed. We'll be going back live. If you're on hold, please stand by. Straight talk is pretty rare these days. Honest answers are even harder to find, except on the Car Pro Show, where you always get straight talk and honest answers about everything automotive. Jerry Reynolds is the Car Pro. Table is 35 years in the automotive industry and winning USA Today's Dealer of the Year award not once, but twice. Kevin McCarthy is his trusty sidekick. And besides being a Hall of Fame broadcaster, Kevin has been forced to take the online defensive driving course not once,
right on red after complete stop,
but twice. Here they are now on the Car Pro Show.
It's the Car Pro Show. I'm Jerry Reynolds.
This is the Car Pro Show satellite feed. If you're waiting to go on the air with Jerry and Kevin, please stand by. We'll be going back to the show live shortly. Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro,
is always going to quote you the lowest payment. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the right thing for you to do. And look, every one of us are payment buyers. I've said it for years. I would have bought the Dallas Cowboys instead of Jerry Jones.
Got a really nice email from Julian Kirk in Diamond Bar, California. Their past experiences with car dealerships and the process of buying cars has not been good. As a matter of fact, they said they had walked out of many dealerships during negotiations.
This is not uncommon.
Wow. It's foreign to me for a long time. Anyway, they decided they wanted a truck. They settled on Chevy, and the only problem was they were trading in the Nissan Rogue. They were upside down because they had bought it badly.
Okay.
But they heard us talking about Rotolo Chevrolet, so they contacted Danielle,
of course,
through the CarProUSA.com. Explain the situation, where they were, what the credit rating was, all the stuff. Anyway, Danielle ended up being, of course, their best friend forever.
She's awesome.
Ended up working a deal with the heavy rebates, which is why you were just talking about Chevy's rebates on trucks. Heavy rebates and everything else going on. And Rotolo's Car Pro deal, they come in with a trade that they were upside down on, and they leave with a brand new 2017 Silverado with equity in it from the get-go. Now, I don't know how that works without smoke and mirrors, but Danielle did it again at Rotolo Chevrolet in Fontana.
Well, she always...
The 36 Bud Light NFL Team Can Packs are in stores. Get yours now while limited supplies last. It's the Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage. Daily happy hours from 8 till 10 a.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. at the Cowboys Barn Museum. Big Buck Karaoke is to Cowboys Barn Museum on 3rd Street across from the fairgrounds. Get kinky Saturday drinks at the new lobby bar. Try the new booze and new beers. Happy hour is from 5 till 7, and the Tipsy Irishman karaoke is at the new lobby bar tonight. The new lobby bar in downtown Great Falls. The North 40 Bar, it's the place to play. Have fun at the... on some gaming machines at the North 40 Bar, located at 4300 North Star Boulevard in Great Falls. And the R&R Casino. Every Saturday you can dine on prime rib in Cody Bill's restaurant, only inside the R&R Casino, 38th Street and 10th Avenue South. There's your Bud Light Limelight, brought to you by Eagle Beverage.
CBS News, I'm Sam Litzinger. Hurricane Irma may have weakened to a Category 3 storm with 125-mile-an-hour winds, but it's expected to regain strength before slamming into Florida. Chris Lancy is tracking the storm center.
We're looking at major hurricane force winds impacting the Keys by daybreak, and with landfall over the Keys sometime in the morning, and then by afternoon making landfall in the mainland of Florida.
Heads up Tampa, St. Pete. Dee Hawkins with the Charlotte County Emergency Management Agency says she knows how worried people are.
We understand. This is such a difficult time. We haven't experienced a storm like this in many, many years. Charlie is well over 10 years. So we have a lot of new residents that don't understand and have never been through this.
I'm Peter King in Miami. With the storm fast approaching, a number of cities here have decided to use. They include Miami Beach, Key Biscayne, North Miami Beach, the city of Miami. In fact, the police chief in Miami Beach says, look, conditions are getting worse. Act like adults and stay safe. Those are his words. Broward County, which includes Fort Lauderdale, started its curfew at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Peter King, CBS News, Miami.
This is the last chance for people who've been told to evacuate to make a good decision and do it. Irma's already roared through St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Tourist Mike Hooper says his hotel was just a mess.
A lot of people were sleeping in rooms that the beds were wet, there was water dripping in everywhere, and you couldn't open any windows for ventilation.
It should be an exciting match as they get ready to take on the Red Hawks from the University of Mesa, Arizona, as they come in here. And of course, it has been a day of some cancellations here. Even at the University of Providence, we had some cancellations today simply due to the fact that the soccer team did not have a chance to play. They postponed it to 3 o'clock. They were keeping an eye on the smoke situation that is going on here in the state of Montana, and they really said, you know what, it's just unhealthy for our kids to go out and play, and so we decided not to do that. But we are going to play volleyball tonight. The University of Argos, as we get ready to bring it to you here from Great Falls, Montana in the new gym. We'll talk about that coming up in a little bit, and we're also going to make sure that we have all those starting lineups coming up in just a moment. Right now, it's our national anthem on KNX 102.7 FM. It is the University of Providence with our national anthem right here as we continue to roll through our tournament here in Great Falls. Thanks for joining us as we take a look at our starting lineups. And as we break it down for you, I'll tell you what, this is an amazing group here. Sue, you and I have talked a lot about this team and how they come in here, how they really come with a lot of energy, a lot of power up front. And when you break it down, you got to give a lot of credit to Danny Norling. She is one of the setters there, and boy, does she ever put that ball in the right place.
Yeah, she knows exactly. She's a good setter, both forward and back setting. You know, she knows where the girls are at all times, and even though it is early in the season, the girls seem to have real confidence in where each other's at.
We will see Brooke Fromm tonight. She will be the libero in quick substitution there. We talked a lot about Josie Pendleton. Had a chance to see her at the farmers market today. She says she's having a lot of fun, and she is one that has played well here. She's one of those twin triple towers up front in that front net, isn't she?
Yeah, she and Maria Diaz last night, as well as Melissa Gonzalez, they went strong at the net. You know, and then I can't say enough last night when Lauren Brown came in. She made a lot of things happen in the backcourt back here and was able to get the ball to the front and take care of business up there. So a lot of substitutions that Paige Jensen, Olivia Sneed, Corey Milan, those kids bring a lot to the floor when they're asked to come in, and Coach does a great job of rotating them in and out.
Corey Milan will come out, and of course to be another force here for the coach here for the University of Providence Argos. She was our player of the game last night, had 9 kills in one of the games alone, and she just kind of got that spark going. You want to talk about a gal that can get up there. She can spike it. She can really play the floor well, and defensively I thought she really helped out last night.
Well, I think that's the key to the Lady Argos' success, is that it seems as though everybody can do a little bit of everything. Instead of being just specialized at one specific area, they can do it all.
Melissa Gonzalez is in that starting lineup. She's a junior, stands at 6 foot from Lovelock, Nevada. Sydney Anderson, a powerhouse from, of course, California as a freshman. She is just simply outstanding. She is tough, too. Rashford will be in. And, of course, as we talked about, Mariah Diaz, she's another one that is just absolutely unstoppable. As we take a look at for Mesa, Arizona, Benedictine Red Hawks, they'll come in this way. It is Catalina Salmon. She is a freshman at 5'7". Aria Evans stands at 6 foot as a junior. Lauren Purdy is a 5'10 senior. Madison Peters is a 5'9 senior. Olivia Orts is a senior at 5'8". She'll be the setter here for this Red Hawk team. And then you look down the lineup, you come up with the sophomore at 6 foot, Sydney Nelson, and Savannah Ektis is in as well as a senior at 5'10". These guys coming in with a record of 3-2, probably not the start that the Argos did, simply due to the fact the Argos have played a lot of games. This is the first weekend they played in their own gymnasium.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to have the events that went on yesterday for the home opener for the Lady Argos. It was big, and they were impressive, and they have a good fan base already starting to follow them.
Appreciate the fact you're with us right here on KNX 102.7 FM, KNX1027.com, and, of course, online with the video stream here with the University of Providence Argos. Brand new colors and a rejuvenated gymnasium here. As the colors are popping, it looks a lot like the Seattle Seahawks colors with that green and blue, and then the outline of the white trim here really makes it pop, as they have had some good attendances here tonight with lots of activities going on here in Great Falls. First of all, I got to give a shout out to our Great Falls Voyagers. They have clinched a playoff. They will be in action tonight. They will be in action tomorrow for the playoffs, and we're in action right now. Argos will get it started here as they go on the attack. They'll take it across the net. As we come back the other way, Red Hawks now will bounce it deep into the corner. As they go over there with the set, they'll set it up to Anderson, cross angle, and that's going to go out of bounds. A little long on that shot. And I tell you what, she got warmed up last night, and she was just pounding the ball. I mean, not hitting the ball. She was pounding the ball last night. Here come the Red Hawks back on the attack. They lead at 1-0, game number 1. Here comes the block there by Josie, and then it goes back over the Red Hawks. Red Hawks will reset here as they go into the middle. Hit into the net that time is going to be Barker. It looks like she just kind of bumped it up in the net, couldn't get it over the top.
Well, there's a case for Melissa Gonzalez and Josie Pendleton double blocking at the front of the net.
Corey Milan will come in now for the quick substitution, checking in. And here's the gal that served well last night. Emily Stoker really did a nice job.
She did a great job of getting the serves across for the Argos.
So she will serve it up here. We're tied at 1. First game of the match. We are underway here from the University of Providence. Here comes a set to the outside. They'll try the drop shot right down the line. It's good. Diving effort there from Danny Norling, but she just couldn't pancake it up enough to keep the play in live. They'll get the side out and the point here for the Red Hawks. 2-1 is the difference as we get it rolling here at this 5 o'clock hour. Appreciate the fact you are with us. Here we roll as they'll back set it to the right side. Here's Anderson. There she hammers it down on the line. And you want to talk about her and a gal that is a spark plug from Helena, Montana. Danny Norling just wheeled around and says, yeah, let's kill one right here. Boy, I tell you, that was exciting right there. She nailed that one. So we'll have the libero stepping in. Brooke Frost will take the shot across now as Fourth will take all the kind of towards the middle of the court. Here's a block at the net, and that is what the Argos did well last night, as they just really attacked the defense at the net. Here's a set again to Anderson, and that's going to be in for another kill. Sydney's already got 3 of those kills. Well, let's give her 2. She missed the first one, so she's 2 of 3 on the offensive attack as she hammers that one down, and she's kind of rubbing her little pinky there.
Her little finger right there, yeah.
Kind of like, oh, I kind of smacked it a little bit. Might get a little tape on that. We'll see. Here's a short set coming the other way. Nice kill on the other side as the Red Hawks hammer it down. This is going to be pounded down by Barker. She's from Phoenix, Arizona. And I'll tell you, that was a pretty good hit there as she knocks that one in. Ties the score at 3. Second tie here of the game. First game of the match. Here's the set on the right-hand side. Corey Milan will put it down. She nails that one. Good kill that time. Milan is a tough player. It's fun when you watch her play. She stands at 5'8", and she jumps. She can get up there.
And checking in, I'm sorry, for the Argos is Paige Jensen and Mariah Diaz.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jensen set the ball well last night as well as she comes back in. Argos lead at 4-3. As they come the other way, here's the tip there. Red Hawks will take it across as they bring it to the Argos side, and it's going to be 2 hits called by the Argos. Talking to one of the officials, and I'd asked him basically, I says, what is it with the 2 hits? What is it with as far as playing the ball? He says, Sarge, the fact of the matter is they want them to play. And they're just going to say, we're going to just get it across. The 2 hits come when they don't hit it simultaneously. If one hits just off the other. And you can kind of watch that with the ball. It'll kind of adjust itself on the double hit, and that's how you can really read that, he was telling me. So otherwise, they just let them play and hammer it out here.
Well, and you know what? With as fast as it goes, that's a good thing.
And it's fun to watch. I'll tell you what, it really is.
Fun.
Here comes the Argos back on the attack. They're up 5-4. As the Red Hawks will come and take this one across. Good save here on the back row. Now they'll set it up to Diaz, who takes a shot. Dug in the backcourt by Salmons as the Argos back on the offense. They'll tack it over here to Diaz. Diaz hammers it down. Another shot there. Good dig back there by the Red Hawk. And that one will go out of bounds. I tell you, I like the way this Red Hawk team is playing. That Salmons, Caitlin Salmons over there as a freshman, she got a couple of big digs right there.
And one thing I noticed about her, she's playing the entire court. She's dropping them in all areas, not just one.
6-4, Argos up 2. First game of the set here as they come across. Nice bump up there. Back set from Jensen to the right-hand side. They'll go to Gonzalez with a kill. Now Anderson is off the floor. She comes in, and we do have the trainer wrapping up that right hand, as they'll put a bandage on that or some tape on it and put the little pinky together with the other finger. And we'll see how that affects it. Here's Diaz. There's a free ball.
The part I love about Diaz is as soon as she makes that hit, there's a huge smile that comes on her face every single time.
I don't know that I haven't seen her smile. She is just so in love with volleyball. She likes this. Here comes the hit coming the other way. Red Hawks now trying to get it across. Here's the spike, and it's not going to make it across there. They set it up into the front hitter, and it was Ikes, I believe it is, just couldn't get it across the net.
Well, and when you're facing Kaylee Rashford and Gonzalez at the top of the net, that's tough.
So it's a 9-4 score. Argos in front. First game of the match here. Of course, first 1-3 is the winner. Here comes the Argos. They'll go back on the offensive attack. They'll set it outside. Here's a spike from Gonzalez. They'll dig it up on the line. Then the Red Hawks go with the drop shot right through the outstretched hands of Rashford, and that's going to fall in for a side out. So side out, we'll go back the other way now as we give it back to the Red Hawks from Mesa, Arizona. Going back to serve. It looks like it will be Ikes as takes the service. Knuckleballs it across the net. Picked up there by Brooke. Cross angle pass to Gonzalez, who will shoot it down there. Good dig by the Red Hawks. They'll come in on the free ball. Free ball short inside the service line. They'll go there. Jensen takes that across. We're going to have someone inside. No, they said they got the net. Usually you'll see the call where they call it capping the ball when the setter goes to get it and the jumper or the front line attacker puts the hand over and blocks it on the shot. But they said she got into the net, and that will be a point for the Red Hawks. They'll continue to serve. 9-6 is the difference. Argos in front by 3. Here's a set to the outside. Gonzalez will pound this one down for the kill. You got to give a lot of credit to Jensen. Boy, does she set the ball nice.
She sets very well for her, and that makes it just that much easier for her. Checking in for the Argos is Maddie Link, who will come back and serve it for the Argos.
I enjoyed the way Maddie played last night, too. She is tough. She can serve the ball. She comes in, of course, from Flagstaff, Arizona, with a slight light serve this time. They'll try the drop shot. Well read on the far side from Purdy. And Lauren Purdy from Las Vegas, Nevada, I believe. And she sets it down there for a nice little drop shot for the kill. Argos lead at 10-7 here. First game of the match here in this one. Lots of volleyball happening here at the University of Providence. Argos go back on the defensive side now. They'll get it over. They'll take it across. Brooks tries a drop shot. Doesn't fall. They'll go back to the far side on the set. Brooks got it on the save. Hustling after it is Jensen. Over to Gonzalez. Down the line. Digs it up. Now the cross angle back over the Red Hawks. They'll set it in the middle. And a drop shot by Brooks picked up. Is Jensen with a short set. Over to Josie Pendleton with a kill. Well, she ripped that one down the line, and she nailed with substitutions coming in.
Danny Norling is checking in, as well as Sydney Anderson.
So the University of Providence is wrapping up the tournament here, as we will conclude after this one. As the service goes across, here's a block at the net again. Tough up there as Pendleton and Gonzalez take the block. It comes over here. Brooks got it. She'll go over to Anderson. Anderson cross angle swing in there. This time is picked up as the Redhawks coming back with a block down the line. And right on the line, used every inch of the court, was Nelson. She got it in for the kill.
That was a tough one. Olivia Sneed made a good move on it. It just was a little bit too deep in there for her.
Love to hear from you if you're out and about. I've never had a text from Mesa, Arizona. If you're listening, let us know. You can do that by just simply dialing it in and send us a text message. I'll give you the number in a moment. Here's an attack by the Argos. They go middle court. They'll get it back over to the Red Hawk. Cross angle here from Nelson. Picked up nicely. Then they'll go back on the other side of the net. As they bring it to the right side, Red Hawks hammer this one down. Brooks got that one. Froth will go to the outside to Anderson. Anderson cross. Picks it up. Sydney's got a nice little hit at it. But they do get it, and this one's going to sail out of bounds on the outside of the antenna, and it goes out of bounds. So point for the Argos. They lead it 12-8.
Checking in now will be Corey Milan, as well as Emily Stoker.
Back in to serve here, Emily, as we start our second rotation. 406-450-1147. 406-450-1147. Let us hear you. Let's hear where you're coming from. Here's a serve there. Nice little tough service there. The thing about Stoker is it's that floating ball. It really doesn't have a lot of movement, but it just floats. There's no spin on it. That's tough to return.
Well, last night I think she went 6 or 7 in a row.
Here comes the service. Argos lead up 13-8. First game of the set here as they go on the block again at the net. When you look up there and you've got Anderson, you've got Pendleton, and standing at 5'8" is Corey. She can stand up and block a few too. They block that one for the kill. It's 14-8 with a timeout. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more in just a moment. You are listening to the University of Providence Argos Volleyball right here on KNX 102.7 FM. Volleyball coverage coming your way with the University of Providence right here on KNX 102.7 FM. Thank you so much for joining us as we've got you covered here. Exclusive coverage of all kinds of sports here for the University of Providence. It is exciting to say the least as we continue here. Another serve across, and Stoker has a nice little floater out there. They couldn't handle it. It's going to land in there. Argos are taking a pretty commanding lead here in game number 1 of this match, 15-8. I tell you what, they had to play hard the last couple of nights as they come back and get ready for this one. Here is a block of the net. Pendleton's got the block. They do bring it back. Red Hawks on the attack. Cross angle. Again with Pendleton with the block and the kill.
Josie Pendleton blocked both of those herself that just came across back and forth. Nice job for her.
They double it up. 16-8 is the difference in our first game of the match here from the stadium here in Great Falls. Another block of the net, and that might have just hit the top of the net. I don't know if they'll give the block and the kill on that one. Not sure it made it over or not. McLaughlin Center is where we're at. Smoky afternoon. Boy, it has been smoky. If you are not familiar with the fires in the state of Montana, we have well over 1 million acres that have been burned already in this state. It is a big state with a lot of fires. Here come the Hawks now as they'll attack, and this will sail long at the end line, and that will go out of bounds after the timeout.
This is the same kind of serving that I alluded to earlier. Stoker now is going for her 5th serve in a row.
She's right here in the backyard of Great Falls. She's from Belt High School, Belt, Montana. This time we give her a little too much praise and it goes out. She just kind of muscled up on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like doing the free throws in basketball when you talk about their percentage. Sorry about that, Emily. Next time we'll let it go.
Yeah. So she will get the side out here. Iron goes lead at 18-9 on the side out. Of course, it is rally scoring back and forth, which again, I was talking to one of the officials as it comes across. Nice dig there. They'll go to Corey, who takes it across the outside on the hit. Red Hawks on the attack. They'll cross angle spike this one right on the line. They got the kill down there. As coming up is Ikes, Savannah Ikes from Central Arizona College, has transferred in here, of course, and playing well in this first game. As they'll continue to serve here, makes it a 8-point difference. Here is Pendleton. Her spike is on the line. It's good for the kill. State of Montana has had a lot of fires here, as California and, of course, over in Oregon and Idaho. It has been a tough year for us. We're an ag state here in the state of Montana, and we have had some issues with drought and fires. But the volleyball team is playing well. 19-10. Here they go on the service. Brooke will take it into the center part of the court as they'll hit it over. Savannah tries a drop shot. Corey's got it picked up there. Over to Anderson. She'll pound this one down. And this dug out of there. Nice dig on the quick return. And a drop shot in there is going to be spiked down. And that's going to be Parker, who's got a couple of, Barker, excuse me, with a couple of those kills now. So Barker gets the kill from that one. And it makes it 19-11. Here is Milan. Her drop shot is there, and we're going to have a double hit or a carry, depending on how you want to look at it. Here comes Diaz. She's back in.
Paige Jensen is also in.
She will serve and set. She is a tremendous setter here. She is in there. Jensen will come in now and serve it up here. It makes it a 20-11 difference. 5 to win for the Argos. Here is a block at the net. Picked up by the Red Hawks. Corey slams this one down, knocks the girl down. As they'll bump it up, have to hustle after it. Good job, Diaz. Brooks got it across the net. She'll take it deep into the far right, so everybody gets reset. Short set comes up here, handled. Brooks got the set to the outside, goes to Diaz with a long distance hit. And I'm not sure. She threw it, hit it behind her head. She carried, okay, she carried it. I guess it's nice knowing the officials. The Lord says, no, it's back with a flat hit. And so it's more of a carry than it was a hit. So that's a violation. So side out going the other way. They will come back on the offense now as they get it across. Diaz with a short bump as the Red Hawks come on the attack. Good dig, nice save. Over to Jensen, to Corey. Corey pounds it down, pounds it deep in the corner. They do save it. They keep it in play. Red Hawks get it on the free ball deep to the baseline and got caught a little too close to the front was Stoker, and that's going to go in for the kill.
It seemed to be last night the part that was the weakest for the Argos was this deep corner on this left-hand side here.
We had a chance to watch them really kind of point that out to us, too, as you say that, because they did try to get into those corners. As Brooke will take it across, Frost will get it across the net. Red Hawks coming back on the attack. Here's a spike down again. Nice kill on this outside as Alex gets it, and she kicks it down and hammers that one home for the point.
Emily and Brooke both did a real nice job trying to go for that. Both ended up on the floor. Good try.
20-16 is the difference. Argos lead game number 1 of the match here, and they'll take the service on the defensive side. Outside, Milan will pound this one down. There's one that we've seen her do. And she's a lot better at going with power volleyball than driving it because she just hammered that one home.
Checking back in is Melissa Gonzalez as well as Olivia Sneed. Olivia heads back to the serving line.
Timeout's going to be called here by the Red Hawks. They're down 21-14. We'll take it with them. Timeout on the floor as we break away the Argos lead game number 1, 21-14. We'll return in 1 minute right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It's volleyball on KNX 102.7 FM with the University of Providence Argos taking on a team from Mesa, Arizona. Benedictine University of Mesa, the Redhawks coming in this one. First time we've had a chance to see them play in this tournament. And right now the Argos have a 21-14 lead as they serve the ball. And the Redhawks will come back on the spike. This is going to go up to the net. They'll tip it across, and a throw, catch, carry is going to be Purdy. And that is Lauren Purdy, the player, who just kind of misdirected the ball and kind of tapped it to her left-hand side.
Yeah, and I think everybody was ready for just to be a little drop on the line there, and she found an open spot.
21-15 now. The Argos lead this one. Here's a short set up to Diaz, who takes the short set, and she'll spike it down for the kill.
Not a problem. Diaz will take it back at her.
She is so good at just kind of adjusting her body and just kind of moving, I guess, getting the right angle that she needs to hit that. And again, Jensen with the set up there is putting it right where she needs to. Paige has done a nice job here in the last 3 matches in the last 3 days. As the Redhawks coming back the other way, here's a kill down as Block. Megan Block, first time we've had a chance to see her from Scottsdale, Arizona. She is a junior at 5'11", and she's that middle hitter as she puts that one in.
Checking in is Kaylee Rashford.
Rashford has played well. She's a freshman. She'll check in here with a 22-16 lead. Argos in front here in this one. Here's the back set on the right-hand side. They'll take it over to Gonzalez, who winds up, takes it across the net. Redhawks back coming the other way. Blocked at the net by the 2 tall players for the Argos. Here's a drop, and again, nice play from Pendleton and, of course, Diaz. And this one goes right through the arms of the 2, and that one's going to fall in for the kill.
After you jump that many times that quickly, something like that's bound to happen. Good job at the net.
22-17. Argos in front. Redhawks serving. Goes into the back row. They'll back set it up here to Diaz, who winds up at it. Good block at the net. Diaz on the second attempt. Again, third attempt. And she hams it across. I tell you what, she is very persistent as it comes out of there. Argos back on the attack now. They'll go outside. Take it over to Gonzalez, who bumps it across middle court. As they'll reset it here, Redhawks go over to Brooke. Brooke has it there. Jensen to the outside to Diaz. Flat shot is going to go out on the outside. Good job, she says, but I wanted that one a little closer to the net. Boy, is she working hard out there.
That was nice ball movement for the Lady Argos.
22-18 is the score. Argos trying to put it away here. Here comes the bump pass up to Jensen to the outside to Gonzalez. Cross angle down the line. It's picked up by the Redhawks, but they can't get it out of the net to take it across and get it over. So that makes it a 2-point difference here.
Checking back in is Danny Norling as well as Sydney Anderson.
Sid, the freshman, back in there, stands 6'3". As it'll be Norling to serve it. Danny, the left-handed service, goes across center court. As they take it across, they'll set it right-hand side. Here's the spike, partially blocked there. Argos go on the attack. They'll hustle after it. Now they come back to Anderson at the net, bumped up, and didn't quite make it across the net. They're going to call 4 hits this time.
I noticed that time that she went with her right hand, which is the finger she has taped up, versus using her left hand.
Thank you, Mike Forbes. Great to hear from you, my friend. As they are listening in Arizona, we're glad to have you aboard. Here comes Gonzalez with a drop shot. Redhawks pick it up in the backcourt. As they do, they'll bring it on across the net. Here's a short set to the outside to Anderson. Anderson cross angles over to the Redhawk, and then it's bumped back up in the net. Gonzalez now with the kill and puts it down.
Nice job. Checking back in for the Lady Argos is Corey Milan as well as Emily Stoker. Emily will head back to the serving line.
Hello, Denver, Colorado. We have listeners from there as well on board with us, as we are proud to bring it to you here. 24-19, Argos in front, game number 1 of the match. Here's a block at the net. Nice hit over there on that far right side. And that one's going to go in for a kill for Megan Block. Block from Scottsdale, Arizona. Knocks that one down for the kill. So they stay alive, but they're going to have to serve it out now, as Hayden Booker will step back to serve it here for Mesa. As they go over the right side, here's a short one to Pendleton. Pendleton pounds it down. The Redhawks keep it going on the free ball. Comes across, short one. Anderson takes deep side of Corey. Milan hammers it down. Nice dig in the backcourt. It's a short set up here, right on the line. Boy, I tell you, what a shot from Barker. She puts it in for the kill. 24-21. Redhawks hanging around. They are soaring here, down by 3. Here comes a shot across. Argos have it. They'll bump it up to the outside. Anderson with a shot. Takes it deep to the line. Now that's going to be out of bounds. That will go out of bounds. And
coach is calling timeout.
So the Argos need a break. Coach Ronas Duda from 14 years into it says it's time to take a break. We'll do it with them. Argos lead at 24-22, but the Red Hawks are battling right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It is volleyball on KNX 102.7 FM, and of course the video feed coming to you. Compliments to Sarah on the other side of the gym at the University of Providence. It is a great new system that they have. I want to say thank you to all the sponsors that we have here that have helped us put this together. And of course we want to hear from you. Just simply send us a text message. It's the way of the world at 406-450-1147. 406-450-1147. Red Hawks are battling back here. They're down by 2. If it's a side out, the Argos will win. They're up 24-22. Here's the pass, the outside. Corey Milan has it hammered, but a great block up front by the Red Hawks. A big block up there by the Hawks, and that's going to be off of Nelson for the kill. As he come alive here as of late, Sydney Nelson, as it comes back 24-22. Here comes Anderson. This kill is going to go out, and they look for a touch. No. Hey, just like that, we are tied up now. What a tremendous job serving back there is Booker, Hayden Booker, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. And here comes the service. They got to win by 2. Goes to the outside. Corey Milan will take a short drop shot, center court. Picked up by the Red Hawks. They'll send it to the outside. Nelson takes it in. It goes deep into the corner, off the backstop, against the wall. And if it goes out, we're going to have a replay because it hit so many obstacles back there. They're going to replay it here because it goes off the, well, I think it hit one of the beams, the backboard, the scoreboard, hit the wall. But because they didn't have an equal opportunity to make the play, so that's the nice thing about volleyball is they get a chance to replay it. So they will go across and replay it here at 24-24. The captain comes over and explains it to the coach. The coach says, okay, we're good. Olivia Orts is the captain for the Red Hawks, so we're tied at 24. Here comes the service, picked up by the Argos. They find themselves in a bit of battle now. Josie Pendleton takes a swing at it, goes across, Red Hawks have it. They'll come with the power volleyball, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Argos. And I believe for the first time in this game, the Red Hawks have the lead.
Absolutely, and this is a case in point of how the momentum was always a swinging pendulum in volleyball.
Here's a service, and in the net will tie it up. Boy, give a round of applause to Hayden Booker back there. She made a heck of a run here. Argos will look to take the lead back. We're tied at 25. Game number 1 of the match. Setting back to serve now is going to be Brooke Fobb. Roth takes it across. They'll pick it up. Nelson's got it on the backside. They'll go to the libero. Back to Nelson. Nelson attacked from the back row. Picked up by the Argos. Cross angle to Corey Milan. Spikes it down. Hammers it off the floor, and it's in for the kill. Corey says, I have seen it. It's a great spike there. 1 to go for the Argos. 26-25. What an exciting volleyball match here in Great Falls, Montana. Here's Brooke with the serve. It's a short one. They'll go outside. They'll come with the power volleyball. Blocked off the hand. Side out coming back to the Red Hawks here, tied at 26.
Wow.
Lauren Purdy comes back in for the Red Hawks here from the Benedictine University of Mesa, tied at 26. Here come the Argos back the other way. Milan hammers it down. Oh, man, what a hit. Let's go, she says.
Checking back in for the Argos is Paige Jensen.
Coach, that would have broke your leg. I'm just telling you. Holy man, what a hit. 27-26. Here comes the Argos. They're up by 1. Red Hawks will keep it alive here deep in the corner. They'll set it up. As they do, they go to Jensen to the outside to Corey Milan. Again, takes a swing at it. Blocked this time at the net. They'll pick it up. Red Hawks coming back the other way. Nice save as they'll keep it in play. Far right corner. Cross angle, and this one's going to be in for a kill. I believe that was Lauren Purdy that gets the cross angle on it. This first game is tough, man. Welcome to volleyball. 27-27 as we go for the first game of the match. We might be here a while. Here comes the service, deep in the corner. Argos have it, they'll pick it up. Jensen bumps it up over the right side. They'll go to Diaz, who tries his drop shot, picked up by the Red Hawks. They'll set it to the outside. Here comes the hitter now of Ikes. This is going to go out back to Milan. Milan winds up, takes a swing at this one, keeps it in play. As they do, Red Hawks come to the offense. Here it is, off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. They will give the credit to the kill to Savannah Ikes. And she puts it in to give the Red Hawks the lead back now, 28-27. The Argos need a side out here. As they set back now, Madison Peters will serve it for the Red Hawks for the win if they can get it done here. Here it comes the carry. It'll go Jensen to the outside of Milan. Milan takes it down the line. They dig it up this time. As they come back across, it's going to be Nelson. Nelson has it tipped into play, and the coach says, I might as well play one, so she bounced it back in.
Checking back in for the Argos will be Melissa Gonzalez as well as Olivia Sneed. Sneed is on the back line ready to serve.
Sonia Jones, the head coach over there. She has played some volleyball, obviously. She just kind of bumped that one right back into play. Tied at 28. Here come the Argos. Service out of bounds. They'll give the point back to the Red Hawks as well as the serve here. You got to win by 2. 29-28. Red Hawks in front. They will serve for the game. As they'll step back here, Argos have not lost a first game in this tournament. Here it comes deep in the corner, and they answer the call again, and that one goes out of bounds. 29-29. Extra volleyball in game number 1 of the match here. Coach Aronis Duda, 14 years into it, trying to fire his team up, says, come on, we need 2. Here comes the service. It'll go across. Argos have it. They'll go to the Red Hawk. They'll short set this one. Bumped up there. Nice dig. Nice save. They'll go back over to Gonzalez, who takes the swing at it. Goes across the net. Red Hawks on the attack. Deep in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tough set, tough hit that time for Lauren Purdy. And that will give the Argos a 1-point lead, 30-29. Argos lead it by 1. Service coming across. Jump serves into the net. As the first time I can remember Maddie Link doing the jump serve. And that's going to go short into the net. That will be tying the point at 30. And the side out goes to the Red Hawks here.
Kaylee Rashford just checked back in.
Right back in quickly. Here comes the service. They'll bump it up. Here comes the Jensen to the outside. Gonzalez hammers this one down. And you want to talk about power volleyball. If you've never seen this Argo team play, they come at you. I mean, they come at you. As they have Gonzalez hit that one down. You also have Pendleton up front. Now you've got the freshman at 6'3", as Sydney Anderson has checked back in.
Danny Norling is back to serve.
31-30 is the difference. Here comes the service. It's a floater. Goes across. Red Hawks have it. They'll cross angle it. Dig it up. Can Prey get it across? They do on the free ball. They keep it alive here. Here comes the Red Hawks back on the attack. Hard shot here coming our way. And it's going to go out of bounds, but off of one of the defenders. Another kill here up front. And I believe that is going to be, was that Nelson that got that kill?
I think it was.
I think it was. I'll tell you what, playing well, tied at 31. First game of the match, we're knotted at 31. Yes, that's right, 31. Here it comes. Anderson powers it down. Hits it hard across there for the kill. A big swing that time.
Emily Stoker heading back to the service line for the Lady Argos.
She is a great server here for the University of Argos. Here it comes across. Bumped up, and the service is in. Stoker gets it done. They win it 33-31 in an exciting game of the first one. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. We'll catch our breath and come back in 1 minute right here. As the Argos win the first one 33-31, we return in 1 minute on KNX 102.7 FM. always. We like our videos. It is volleyball right here on KNX 102.7 FM, KNX1027.com, and of course the University of Providence Argos. You can go to UP Argos, go to their sports tab, and you'll see it unfold in front of you on the video screen as we get the official numbers coming back in. I tell you, it was powerhouse volleyball, especially down the stretch where the Argos pulled that one out. That is the first time we've seen them really had to play hard in that first game. Now, that first match yesterday, we watched them. They battled back and forth, but they won it in regulation 25-23. This one going to overtime, 33-31. They really gutted it up there. Both teams played hard in that first game.
Well, I guess the kudos for this one go to the Red Hawks, who were down by as many as like 8 or 9 at one point, and then rallied back to tie it all up, and then forced this to go to the 33-31 score.
Yeah, and that service was Hayden Butcher, who came in there and did a tremendous job as a freshman, as they have her listed as a freshman, and served, I think, 5 in a row, like you said, to bring him back and get him right back into the competition. Well, I tell you, they really attacked the net, no question about it. Both teams really came up there and started swinging the arms, I guess, and putting in those shots. And, of course, on both sides, you see a lot of blocks going defensively. Tremendous job here. And a couple of the big plays there, I guess, is where it was Corey Milan. She came in and got a couple of big kills when they had to.
Well, and I think, too, we need to mention Brooke, who had 8 digs, and a couple of those were critical ones to keep the Argos alive. So good job to her.
So we have one game in. It is the best of 5 right here, as we encourage you to swing us a text message at 406-450-1147. Hello, Las Vegas. Yes, we got a text from Las Vegas. Somebody took time to step away from the craps table to send us a... No,
I've got a feeling that those weren't the ones that are contacting you.
All right. We're ready to roll. Second game of the match coming up. The Argos will get to serve it for the second time here in this one, as it's going to be the Red Hawks on the attack. As they'll spike it there, everybody catches their breath and goes again. They'll bump it across. Anderson gets it across the net. On the back set here, there's a nice little dig. Great timing play, as Megan Block will put it down for the kill there. And with that said, she is going to come out of the contest. Nice little attack there at the net. But it's tough, too, when you got those short sets like that, to read it perfectly, get the timing down, and then, of course, get the hit. Argos on the attack, coming back on the defensive end, as Diaz drills it down the line, and that is going to go out of bounds. Or excuse me, that is Gonzalez over there on that far right side. And she will hit it out of bounds. It's going to be 2-0 Blue Hawks in front here of the second game. As they come back the other way, Anderson will hit the block and into the blocker's hands and then goes in. That is in for the kill. Coach jumps up right away, comes over and tries to reposition her defense. Sonia Jones is the head coach here for this team out of Mesa, Arizona. Comes in here with a lot of good talent in this contest. Red Hawks lead it 2-1. Argos serving down the line. Doug on that sideline, and then bump back over to the far side to Nelson, who then will hit this one down, and that's going to be in for another kill.
That was hit with authority on that one. Wow.
As she hits that one down.
Checking in is Laura Purdy for the Red Hawks.
I wish somebody would tell me how to pronounce Savannah's name. Is it Ekis, maybe? As it comes to the right side, and I say that with the fact that my program is faded out in that area. 3-2, Argos get the kill on that one. And so they'll come back within 1. Exciting first match. Boy, I tell you, 33-31, Argos win that one, first game of the match. And now the Red Hawks lead it by 1, 3-2. Brooke will serve this one. Goes across for the Argos as they'll go back, and a long shot there. Picked up. Stokes got it. And Corey Mullet as Millen, of course, will take it across with the drop shot, and she puts it down for the kill.
That's kind of like a slow roller that just went off of everybody's fingertips over here on this side. It was kind of an odd placement.
Corey Milan gets that kill, so ties it up at 3 now as the hush comes over the crowd, into the net, goes across. Red Hawks on the attack. They'll go down the line. Nice kill there. Good hit up front. And I tell you, playing well at the net is Lauren Purdy. As she gets that kill, she is a senior from that Las Vegas, Nevada area. Maybe that's who sent it. Maybe his mom and dad from Las Vegas that sent the message. Thank you for checking in with us. We do appreciate it. 4-3 is the difference. Here comes the service. That's going to be a service ace. Nice job across the net as Madison Peters gets it in for the kill. Assistant coach could play a little soccer. She just booted that thing right over there. Says, here, serve another one. That was a pretty good one. 5-3, Red Hawks in front. Here comes the service. He'll take it across. As they do, Argos will pick it up. They'll back set it up to Anderson. Anderson has a block to the net. And again, nice, energetic, good height on that one. Lorraine Purdy puts it down.
She's played very well.
She has.
The 2 games that we've seen so far.
Lauren Purdy gets that one down for the kill. Interesting how you pick up on these names as quick as you do. Here comes the other way. Argos now will have to go on the defensive end. They'll go to Anderson at the net. And another, and in on the kill. And I think she thought she was called in the net. She goes, no, I wasn't. She goes, no. Official says, no, you're good. We're good.
Checking back in for the Lady Argos is Jada Brown.
You know, and I'll tell you what, these officials have done a very nice job here in this. As they have done a tremendous job keeping this going, and a nice efforts by these folks. As they come back the other way, here is a block at the net, and that is going to be hit in there.
8-3, Red Hawks are up.
So they will have a timeout here from the Argos. We'll take a break. Red Hawks are leading at 8-3. We'll return in 1 minute on KNX 102.7 FM. It's volleyball right here with the University of Providence Argos. 8-3 is the difference on a Saturday, as we've got it covered for you. Jim Sargent along with my good buddy Sue Sargent. We're good buddies.
Yeah, for 35 years.
It is good, no question about it. It has been good as we have it covered for you. As they will come across, as they will serve this one up. Across over to the Argos side, and here's an attack of the net, and it is good.
Checking in for the Lady Argos is Paige Jensen, as well as Mariah Diaz.
Diaz will step back in here.
Jensen back to the serving line.
So she will serve it across and takes it over to the Red Hawks side, who will attack from the back row. As they get it up, they'll come back over to the Argos with Diaz taking a left-handed swing at it. Nice dig on this far side from Peters as the Argos keep it alive. They'll try the drive shot deep in the corner. Peters gets back to cover that one. Now they'll go up front, and X will put it down as she hammers that one down for the kill.
That was a big block by Diaz.
As she
checking in, I'm sorry, for the Red Hawks is Megan Block.
9-4. Red Hawks have led it from the start in the second game of the match. And this one will go over as deep corner. Picked up by the Argos with the short set here. They'll slap it across, then all back to the outside. And this is going to go outside and hits as Megan Block couldn't get across the net. And side out point for the Argos. And we'll bring them back within 4. And checking back in here for the Argos is Sneed, Olivia. We'll go back behind that service line as we go into our second rotation now. As Sneed takes it down the line, picked up here by the Red Hawks far outside. They'll set it up, and keeping it alive is going to be the Argos. Back over to Gonzalez with the drop shot on the line. It's in for the point.
Nice shot right there. Gonzalez saw that it was just open right there on the line part of it and did a great job of placing it there.
It's back within 3 now, 9-6. Red Hawks in front. Here comes a shot, cross angle as they'll go, picked up by the libero. Now they'll go up front. A swing and a miss. Now that's that timing play we talked about. That's that short set where they try to get it up there, or it's trying to get it into the hands of Purdy. And she just mistimed it, and if she wouldn't have clipped her fingernails, she would have had it.
Exactly. It was that close.
It was that close, exactly. So it's back to a 2-point difference now. Argos trail. Now it's a 1-point with a service ace.
That was Olivia Sneed that got that ace. And here comes momentum swinging for the Argos.
Boy, that's a big key word here in volleyball. It is momentum. Mo going the other way as this is going to be saved here by the Red Hawks. Now they'll take a good advantage swing that time. And as they do, it is for the kill, as Lauren Purdy will get it down. And then here's another substitution. Looks like Megan Block will check back in.
As well as Sydney Nelson.
There's Evans, comes to the sideline, one of the starters. So this service is across. Tough shot here. Get it across, they do. Back to the Red Hawks side as they go back set on the outside. Cross angle picked up by the Argos as they go back over to Diaz. Down the line, Mariah's got the kill. It's in and good. 10-9 is the difference with substitutions coming back in for the Argos here.
Maddie Link is now checked back in.
So Maddie to serve to the service line for the tie. They're down 1, 10-9. Maddie Link now will come up, does do the jump serve, takes it across, goes to center court. On the back set. No, they try the drop shot, picked up by the Argos, then at the net. A little too far across, and they'll give a free one here to Block, who puts it down for the kill.
Checking in, back in for the Argos now is Kaylee Rashford.
So she'll check back in as they trail 11-9 here. Game number 2 of the match. Argos won the first one. As they come back, the Argos try a drop shot. Has to take it across as Josie just pushes it across the net. Now goes up for the block and then right through the arm on a good attack up front from Savannah and puts it down for the kill. So that is in, extending the lead for the Red Hawks 12-9 now. As they take the drop shot, picked up there. They'll have to go to Brooke. Fromm takes it across to the service line. Handled under by the libero. Now goes over on the shot, partially blocked. They'll send it to the outside to Diaz, who takes it on the knuckleball, way out into the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. Well, that thing floated, didn't it?
It did float. And it was traveling at a high velocity of speed as well.
Like a knuckleball from Ryan Norland. I tell you, that was tough. Here comes a shot here, and coming our way. As they bring it back across, Red Hawks have it, and they'll go down the line. That's going to go out of bounds. Hit the antenna over there.
Checking back in for the Argos is Danny Norling as well as Jada Brown.
When you have a team this young, everybody's kind of at that same caliber, so you get a lot of different players in here, don't you?
Exactly. The rotation is just amazing.
Talking about the Argos we mentioned from the University of Providence. Here's a battle at the net. It'll take it across now, and we did have someone inside of it. And coach wants to come up and ask about the question that it wasn't playable, so they said it was that cap call that we had called it. And I'm sure there's more of an official term than that, but it will be a point for the Argos. They trail by 2. 13-11 is the score. Red Hawks in front. They'll go on the defensive end. Here's a spike at the net. This time there's a kill on the block. It's going to be the senior up front. And a nice job in there is going to be Josie Pendleton with the block and the kill. Corey was going to come in, decided not to. Then she says, you know what, maybe I will come in. You get it, pick and choose like that if you want.
I don't know.
She's in now. Milana is in as the Argos are battling back here. They're down by 1. On the service, cross angle deep in the corner. Corey will bump it up to the server. On the short set to Pendleton. Puts it down, handled by the Red Hawk. On the outside, here's a drop shot. Brooke has it there, picks it up. On the back set, here's a swing. Down the line, it's in for a kill. Tied at 13, first time of the second game of the match. We are tied. As the Argos will continue to serve on the substitution.
Olivia Sneed checks back in.
And continuing back to serve is Norling. And with the left-handed serve comes across now to the Red Hawks. As we're tied at 13 on the drop shot, picked up there. Nice effort, and just on the outstretched arm, a block. She couldn't get the block, and it goes in for the point.
Great dig by Danny Norling to keep it alive for the Argos.
That was a great read by Norling. You're right. That was just tremendous. Argos take the lead for the first time in the second game, 14-13. Here they come back on the attack now. They'll go to the outside. Here's a shot blocked at the net and then rattles around. Good block up front. And that is going to be blocked in there by, I believe that was Jada Brown, as they call timeout. Let's break. Argos lead at 15-13. They're up by 2 right here on KONX 102.7 FM.
Okay.
It's volleyball coming your way on KNX 102.7 FM. We appreciate the fact that you are with us here as we have an exciting one going for you. Argos up by 2, second game of the match, 15-13. As it comes across, and they'll bump it up. Redhawks back on the attack now as they try the drop shot. Misdirection goes over into the band, to the stage, and Brooke gets it across. Froth gets it across, but she just ran out of playing room here. I tell you, that is one of the things that has changed. In the old days, if you misdirected a ball like that, you'd have been called for a carry, but here they just let them play through it.
Yeah, and that was a great recovery by Brooke. It just went a little too far.
Thank you so much. As we just got checked in, it is Savannah Ekas. We appreciate the fact that you have let us know that. As the parents out of Sacramento, California, sent us a message. So 16-14 on the side out here as the Argos will jump back in front by 2.
Checking back in for the Argos is Corey Milan, as well as Emily Stoker, who's going back to serve.
The great server, Emily Stoker, here for the Argos.
You know, the kind of exciting thing is she's just a sophomore.
A young sophomore, to say the least, as they come back with the Redhawks on the attack. They'll keep it in play here. Brooke bounces it up over to Corey. Milan will take it deep in the corner, and they'll get it back to the Redhawks. Back set here, down the line, out of bounds on the kill there, and that will be Sydney Nelson hitting it just a little bit long that time, but she'll hit it out of bounds. 17-14. Argos won the first one. We had to play extra for that one, as they won it 33-31. Argos are up 17-14 now, second game of the match. Here's a shot down the line. Good serve as the Redhawks pick it up, blocked at the net. They'll keep it alive here on the free ball, deep across as they'll come up. Argos have to battle to keep it into play. Corey Milan will take the swing at it, gets it to the Redhawks side. They look at it to the left. Now here's a shot up there, double blocked up front. And I tell you, Pendleton has got to be 4 inches taller than Josie, you think? At least almost a head taller, and both of them were at the same height when they went up there to get that block.
Nice defense for the Argos.
Here come the Redhawks now. They trail by 4, but they can battle back. We saw that in game number 1. Here's a bump set to the front. Corey will take it across. Nice block, good timing there. Pancake and on the ground. What an effort, and what a great block from Barker up front. The junior just read it perfectly.
And I was going to comment before that how hard Leosha Barker was working at the net on the plays before that.
And she gets that one in as it brings it back to a 3-point difference. And there's another kill for Barker. She went up and got that one as well, as she nails that one down.
And watching her play right now, she's having a great time out there.
She is. Boy, I tell you, good timing. As Froth will keep it into play here for the Argos to Milan. She has it blocked off her shoulder. They'll get it up. Will it get across? Will it land in? It's good! Oh, it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. And he rolls that one over the net and puts it down. Coach Jones has that smile on her face like home court advantage maybe. Got a little roll there. That went in. Landed right on the green line over there. Argos lead it by 3, 19-16, second game of the match. They'll continue to serve here as they take it to the middle court. Now they'll set it up to the front as it's going to be hit back down now. And I'm not sure who we give the block on of that one. Might have been Callie up front getting a hand on it. As they will go back with the point. 2016, Argos in front, second game of the match. And they'll go back into the action now up front and down the line. There's another kill from their go-to person, Lorraine Purdy. Slams it down for the kill.
And checking in for the Redhawks is Madison Peters while Leosha Barker takes a break.
2017, you score every possession of the ball, side out and or service. As service comes across, it's going to be picked up. Corey takes it up there on the drop shot over to the hammer of the Argos. As they take it across, then on the free ball comes up, bumped up, cross angle pass. Corey Milan down the line and hits it. Diving effort coming our way, and a miscue at the net this time. Great hustle.
That was a great dig by Emily Stoker once again.
I was going to say, just looking at the coach walking in front of us, and she was showing some example, but Olivia Ortiz is a tremendous hustler. She saved that one and just couldn't get it across. Argos lead at 21-17. As we go back to the outside, here's a shot down the line. Boy, I tell you couldn't place that any better. Good shot on the delivery and the kill over there, and that's going to be Savannah Ekas as he gets it in for the kill.
Checking in for the Red Hawks is Pinky Ranger.
Pinky Ranger, an outside hitter at 5'6" and a sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, will go in to serve here now. And she'll attack the net with a jump serve. Takes it deep back to the baseline. Cross angle over here to the middle on. Milan hits it on the line. It's in for the kill. Now that was an interesting way to do it because it was a push shot. And I think by the fact that she got enough rotation on it, made it drop and it made it land on that line right there.
Yeah, and that's a tough corner. It was the lines on both sides, right direct in the corner. That was a nice serve.
Tough, nice little kill there, 22-18. Argos in front. Second one of the match here in this one. And the Argos will serve again as they take it across as it's going to be Sneed. Continue to keep it in play. On the short shot, Sneed with the save. Now they'll go back over to Diaz, who winds up and gets it down for the kill.
That was great work by Olivia Sneed, getting the ball up to the front so they could go for the kill.
Sneed has played well here. And another kill here for Diaz. It's been a little quiet in this match. But I'll tell you what, she has put on a performance this weekend. As they go to the outside now, Red Hawks going back on the offense. Brooke gets it up, knocks to the right side. Gonzalez with the push, deep in the corner for the kill.
Same corner that you went for 2 plays ago. Nice job for Melissa Gonzalez.
Coach Jones wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. Argos need 1 to win for the second game of the match. We'll return in just a moment with our Argos up 24-18 right here on KNX 102.7 FM. Let's get back to action right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It's volleyball with the University of Providence battling it out here with Benedictine, University of Mesa. Argos lead it 24-18 over the Red Hawks as they'll go back on the attack now. Drop shot here, hustling after. Boy, what a play there. And on her hands and knees to keep it alive over there for the Argos. And I believe that was Jensen, wasn't it?
It was, Paige once again.
I wasn't sure if it was her or Sneed because both of them have been playing pretty well, but Jensen actually down there does kind of a crawl to keep it playable. It's 24-19 now. On the side out, the Argos could win it. Here comes a little drop shot here from Gonzalez. Comes out of bounds and comes our way. The Argos will win the second one here as well. Argos win it 24-19, gives us a chance to take a break and return in just a moment with more volleyball coming up from Great Falls at the University of Providence right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
Thank you.
Trying to find out. as we get ready for the third game of the match here on KNX 102.7 FM. We encourage you to let us know what is happening out and about in the world, in your part of the world. Man, what a crazy year it has been. We actually had an earthquake here in the state of Montana that was measurable. We have quite a few of them, but we had one that was measurable this year, not to mention the drought that we have been going through the fire season. And, of course, we have a lot of prayers and thoughts for our friends out in Texas with their flood. Florida now getting floods. And we just got a text message not too long ago that they were getting some rain at Canyon Ferry in Montana. God, thank you so very much. That's amazing. We need it.
People do not understand how desperately we need that rain.
We have been dry here in the state of Montana, and of course national news talks a lot about what's happening in California, and my God, I would never take anything away from you guys there, because you have had your fair share of fires, not to mention now if you get a lot of moisture, you're going to have mudslides and issues like that. But here in Montana, we have been dry. We have been, I would think we've burned over 1 million acres, I think was the last number that I saw with our forest. And with the beetles that we have had some issues, of course, with that dry forest that has taken place here in Montana and other places. And so we are sharing our smoke with you over on the East Coast as it is dry. And now I see the smoke is actually carrying that way. Been smoky here all day.
Yeah, we've been under high alert here all day in Great Falls and the whole, basically the whole state. We've a lot of events were canceled today, outdoor sporting events, and it's just, we just need the moisture.
We could use some moisture. Thank you, Lord, if we get some. Let's get back to volleyball. The Argos will come back on the defensive side as Red Hawks trail 2-0 here in this one. As they come on the attack now, they'll have it blocked at the net. Now it's a free ball across to the Argos as they'll go to Jensen. Back set to Diaz. Diaz hammers us down for a kill.
There we go. We're back in fashion.
You know, and the thing is with Diaz, we've talked a lot about her personality, we've talked about her emotion, but she is so quick to wheel around and say thank you to the setter. And this go around was Paige Jensen from Placer High School, Auburn, California. She's a junior at 5'9". Put it right on the spot. Here's the service at the net, cannot dig it out there. And it will be a point for the Argos. They lead it 2-0.
Serving for the Argos is Olivia Sneed.
Kelly Rashford up front, as well as I think Gonzalez on the outside and Diaz as they continue to battle up the net. Here comes the Red Hawks down. This side is going to go deep down the line and out. You get against a team like the Argos that are so powerful, I don't know that you can get down many points. They have battled here with this team from Mesa, Arizona, 33-31, 25-19. And now the Argos lead it here by 3. As this is going to go into basket, it does not, and as it hits the basket, apparently that is a replay automatic call, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to make the three-pointer there.
It's such an interference, and they can't really do anything about it, so I think that's a great call.
Back in the old Chester Coyote days, they had baskets there in their gymnasium that you could pull up out of the way. Here, not so much. Now this is going to go out. It's going to be an attack, and we had one of the officials explain that to us. If the libero gets the ball and makes a play on it inside the service line, then you cannot leave the floor to attack it, to take it across the net. And so that's what they call that. It looks like a carry type call, and that's what happened there. So they have to keep track of that, exactly where these gals are at. That is going to be close. It is in on both angles. It definitely was in on the back line. It looked like it was a little closer to us, but the official right there to make the call, and that's the nice thing about having those officials out there.
Well, and it's gone away from the old days where you used to grab 2 people out of the stands to do it, and it makes it just a good game all around.
Here comes a swing there. Nice block at the net. Going up high there for the Red Hawks. Coming in is Ika. She gets a nice kill there. Savannah. And I'm not so sure that she didn't get a little bit of assistance there from Barker. So it is 4-2 now. Make it 4-3 on the miscue. And Fourth over there is called for the mishandle and goes off of her arms and out of bounds. We will get the names all hammered out here. We appreciate the fact you send us text messages and keep us up to date as Gonzalez takes a swing at it and then lifted back up. As they go back, Gonzalez with the block, and that one's going to go out of bounds.
That was a big block again by Leosha Barker up there on the front net for the Red Hawks.
Leosha has been involved in a couple of the plays as we watch her, and she gets in on that one.
Serving for the Argos, Emily Stoker. Whoops, whistles and everything went quiet there. Now we're ready again.
As we do continue to keep it rolling here to the backside and down the line. That's in for the kill as well. Nice to hear, as mentioned, it is raining here in the state of Montana at Canyon Ferry, they tell us. And that might be the news of the day right there. As we have a 6-3 lead here, Argos in front, blocked at the net. They'll keep it alive as Jensen will set it up over to Diaz. Takes it deep in the back corner. Nice read back there from the libero. And then it's going to be Barker with the keel coming back the other way. So it's a point here for the Red Hawks.
Checking in for the Lady Argos is Kaylee Rashford.
6-4 is the difference in this contest. It is the third game of the set as they go over to Josie Pendleton. And then this is going to come out, and, honey, you get to touch the ball.
I know. That was exciting.
Spike it.
I did.
Spike it. You can do it.
Checking in is Jada Brown.
As she is back onto the floor here for the Argos. 7-4 is the score. As they continue to serve it, and at the net, tough play up there. It is going in the side of the Argos this time.
And I apologize to the Brown family. I don't know if it's Jada or Jada, because I've seen it both ways. I have friends with the same spelling and both different names, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we will get them. As I said, we'll get them all worked out here as we get a few games under our belts. Here comes the other way, and I'll tell you this, Josie Pendleton now will have it go off of her hands into the net. And
checking back in for the Red Hawks is Madison Peters. 8-5 Lady Argos.
8-5 is the difference. As they continue to keep it alive here. As they hammer it back across the net and battled up there. It comes back to our side.
I'm thinking they're looking at me for a substitution now. That's 3 that have come at me, so I'm thinking I might get my chance.
It has come back this way. As they will continue to serve.
Nice block. Nice block at the net from Savannah Eakes.
8-7 is the score. Is this third game of the match. It is 8-7 here. And it looks like the Red Hawks will continue to battle from behind as they drill this one down the line. On the outside, and there's a shot. Nice kill there, but a great recovery. Then a battle at the net as Gonzalez just couldn't get it up and cross the net and keep it in play.
That Hayden Boucher, that was a big dig for her for the Red Hawks. Got them right back in the contest. The score is now tied 8-8.
So they will go back the other way. Coming across the net and trying to keep it into play is the Red Hawks on the free ball, deep corner shot. As the Argos have it there, tied at 8. They'll go over here to Pendleton, who takes a swing at it, and then they'll come back on the attack on the drop. As they'll come up and into the net, it's no good.
That's a tough shot when it goes into the net like that. It's hard to play it off the net, because it's hard to judge what direction it's going to rebound from. 9-8 now for the Red Hawks. Red Hawks are serving, and into the net it crashes. Side out for the Lady Argos, 9-9.
Tied at 9 here in this one.
Checking in for the Argos is Lauren Brown, who will go to the service line.
And it will be 9-9 as Brown will go back. She played well in that first match. In that.
She had a great day yesterday.
She did, as she came off the bench and played well. Here's a block at the line. Pendleton is so good at reading that. It's amazing. As they will battle here, 10-9, third game of the match. As they'll take it back, Brown to serve it here into the center court. As they go over there, and it's back on the far side over to Corey, and she pulls it down for the kill.
That was nice. That was like in the corner where it was tough to play to begin with, and it was double blocked, and Argos got the point.
Makes it 11-9 here, third game of the match. And they'll continue to battle here as it goes over to the back set. And Brooke Forth will take it over to Corey, and Corey gets it down the line. She's got a bunch of kills. They do keep it alive here somehow, some way. And now they'll back set it over here. Lauren, nice hustle. She gets it across the net. Redhawks back on the attack. This one's going to be hit out, and no, we've got a net violation. A net violation here, and substitution coming in for the Redhawks.
For the first time, actually, in all of games and the matches that we've seen, that was kind of ugly ball right there.
It is 11-10 now in this one. As they come back the other way, it's bumped up. Brooks got it. They'll go to the center. Up to Pendleton with the kill.
12-10 for the Lady Argos.
Josie came in and visited with us on Sports Chat, a show that you can catch here on Network 1 Sports, KINX, as well on KINX 102.7 FM Thursday mornings at 8:05. Scott Manch and myself usually have some coaches in there as we talk to the volleyball coaches this go around. As we come back the other way, it is going to be the Redhawks with the kill. Nice job at the net. A gal that has been playing well here, Lauren Purdy, hits it down. The senior gets the kill.
Lauren Brown was defending it on the back line and just it dropped just short of in front of her.
So the service will go over to the Redhawks down by 1. As Fourth will take it up to the line. Here's Corey Milan, hits it down the line, and she's got another kill. She was our player of the game last night, and she is playing well again.
Checking in for the Argos are Mariah Diaz as well as Paige Jensen. Paige is heading back to the service line.
Paige to serve to try to put it away here. And they need about 12 more points. That's not the way to get it done. She hits that one out of bounds. Looks like Baker will come back in here. Checking in. Barker, excuse me.
Barker.
And she has played well in this one for the Mesa, Arizona team. As the Argos now coming back as they'll set it up here. Diaz takes a swing at it. And with a grin, she gets the kill.
It was a double block, and then it just kind of fell into just a little deep hole right there. It was.
I love the way that the kids know that they are rotating as they come in, and they know, I mean, they look at the coach, and the coach says, yeah, you know what you're doing, get in there. And they rotate a lot here for the Argos. As service comes across, now here's an attack at the net, and they will give another kill over there to that outside hitter. And this is going to be Megan Block as she puts it down for the kill.
14-13 Argos.
Hayden Butcher will come back in. And she will serve. She has done a nice job here for this team. And there's a service ace. Tough serve, I tell you.
That's like a drop shot rocket. Olivia Sneed was right there in position and was down low and just couldn't handle it.
5'2" freshman is tough as they keep it in play this time. They'll bounce it up to Gonzalez, who hits it to the backcourt. Here's a free one back to Gonzalez, and now she'll put it down for the point.
Gonzalez did a really nice job of using the line on that one because everybody had drifted to the middle. She did a great job of placing it on the line.
Emily Stoker has checked back in. She is a pretty good server here for the Argos, to say the least. And timeout's going to be called. Coach Jones says we need a break. We'll take it with them. Timeout on the floor. Argos lead it by 1. Game 3 of the match. They're up 15-14 on KNX 102.7 FM. It's volleyball action right here from the University of Providence on KINX 102.7 FM. And, of course, the video stream coming your way with upargos.com, where you can check it out there. As the Argos lead it wide 2 games here in this one. As the service will go across, they will play right through the buzzer as Diaz takes a swing at it and will come out there. Don't know that it kind of bothered her concentration or not.
No, I don't think so. I think she did okay with it. Although I will say it's the first time I've heard the buzzer. I was kind of looking around for what was going on here.
Well, and we have been taking longer timeouts, and so the officials have been looking at us, and we just let them play through it here. as we come off with a quick timeout on that one on the break. So we're tied at 15, third game of the set. And hustling after it, trying to save it over there as a diving effort by Jensen.
She came from the far back corner to the front corner by the net almost.
Well, and that's the thing, when you're the designated setter, you know you got to go get the second hit here. As Brooke will pass it up, fourth will go over to the Gonzalez, and she's blocked at the net there. Boy, I'll tell you, there's a couple of girls that have played well. Barker and Purdy are there, and they block it down for the kill.
That was a huge block. They may have to replace the divot in the floor.
Timeout's going to be called here by Coach Arunas Duda for the Argos. University of Providence down by 2 now at the break. We'll return in just a moment right here as you listen to the University of Providence Argos on KNX 102.7 FM. The University of Providence Great Falls is playing well. They have received votes in the NAA Top 25 poll. They come into this one 14-3 on the night as they continue to battle it out here for the 14th year veteran at the helm, Aronis Duda, as the Argos come in this way. And here's a shot from Josie that didn't get across the net. Might have loosened the string just a little bit. She hit it pretty hard.
18-15, Red Hawks.
First one went 33-31. The Argos won that one. They won the second one 25-19. They trail in this one by 3 as Diaz is going to try to get the ball back on their side of the court. She says, you know what, we played a lot of volleyball. Let's go. She says, let's go. She is a team inspiration, and she is a leader as a senior. She is a good leader here for this Argo team. As they will have substitution coming in. Danny Norling will go back to serve it here for the Argos down by 2. As the Red Hawks coming the other way, they'll try to kill here. Picked it up. It's going to be saved by Norling, and that's one of those misdirection hits as it was a double hit. And again, as you kind of hear the officials talk about it, you can kind of watch and see what they're looking at because it just kind of comes out a little funny. And so the double hit kind of makes it go off the hands a little different. Instead of going straight up, it kind of goes right or left. And so they make the call. That's one of the calls that you see a lot here as Gonzalez will wind up. Nice dig in the back row, handled there by Salmon. And then it's picked up by Brooke on this side. Jump set to Josie Pendleton with a kill. Good hustling effort on the free ball. They get it across. Argos back on the attack now as they'll send it over here to Josie. This one goes cross angle. Good hustling play both sides. As they'll bump it across on the free ball. They go here. They'll set it up as the set goes across over to Gonzalez with the push shot across the net. As they battle at the net, here is the attack. Good dig there, but it's going to go over to the cameraman and out of bounds coming your way.
Olivia Sneed had a great dig on that one. That was a long volley for both of the teams out there, but Olivia really got down, got after it, and just directed it out of bounds.
These Argos had to play 4 in the last 2 nights to get the victory, 3-1, 3-1. And right now they find themselves down to 20-17. As they come back in, Corey Milan will check in, Lauren Brown will check in, and Gonzalez will come to the sideline.
Brown will go back to serve. A little tongue-tied there.
We have said a few words here the last couple of days. Here comes Brown to take it across. She will. 2017, excuse me. Blocked at the net, trying to keep it alive, and this one's going to go out. I tell you what, Coach Jones has to be happy with the play of Lauren Purdy, the senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Went to Silverado High School, apparently. I'm guessing as a junior back in the day. 21-17, Argos need the ball back. They're down in this one. This one's going to be out of bounds as they hustle after it. Makes it 22-17. Not impossible, but it takes a little bit longer to get back in front with that kind of play. And the Argos are going to call timeout. We'll take it with them. Timeout on the floor. Red Hawks lead at 22-17. Third game of the match. We'll return in just a moment on KNX 102.7 FM. is back to action right here from the University of Providence on KINX 102.7 FM as we bring you all the coverage as they got ready to serve, and we weren't quite ready yet, and now they're ready to go. Redhawks lead it 22-17 as they take it in. That was going to go out of bounds, so they'll get a chance to come back here as the Argos are down 22-18.
Checking in for the Redhawks is Savannah Eakes.
It will be the service of Brooke Forth back there to serve it up and takes it to the Red Hawks side. Argos have some catching up to do on the drop shot. Good play on that side over there, and read it pretty well is Ortiz. Olivia saw an opening. She just dropped it in there perfectly.
That was a great drop right there.
23-18, service to the Red Hawks. They are down 2-0, and they lead this one game 3 and make it 24-18 now, as the Argos are in danger of losing the third game of the match. 24-18. And service back there is going to be Salmon. This one will go across. Argos will take it to the outside as they'll try the drop shot here. Comes out and into the net, but it does go back across. Brooke has it. Will go over here, back set to the far side. Hit down the line, back in. This is going to go out of play. On the kill up front from Jada Brown. And Brown will come out now.
Checking back in is Paige Jensen as well as Mariah Diaz. Jensen will go back to serve.
The Great Falls Argos need a 5-point run or otherwise it is over. And service comes across. Jensen will serve it 1 of 5 right here. It'll go over to the Red Hawks. They'll go to the outside. This is going to be down, and the kill is going to be good as the Red Hawks will win this one 25-19. So it's 2-1 now in this one. We'll come back for the 4th game coming up in just a moment. Right here as we've got complete coverage. It's exclusive coverage of the University of Providence Argos on KINX 102.7 FM. We're back with volleyball right here from the University of Providence, Great Falls, Montana. The Argos are battling out with Benedictine University of Mesa. Well, I'll tell you what, you come in here and you got a 14-3 record taking on a, I don't know if Mesa played last night or not. I apologize for not knowing if they did or didn't, but they have on their score sheet 3-2 record, so not near the contest as the Argos have seen. And obviously the Great Falls team has been out and about. They've only had one game in Great Falls, one match in Great Falls, and then this weekend is the first one in their actual own home facility.
Yeah, they and I think that's the big thing. The Argos have had to travel out of state long distances to get some matches in. Great
tournament they played in California. They did well there, and then of course come back with this one. And it might have been Mesa that they went to. I'll have to look it up on my schedule here. But it is volleyball, and we're ready for the fourth one, as the Argos will get the serve to get it started here in the fourth game of the match, as the Red Hawks will take it across line, and they got it down the line for a kill. Side out coming the other way.
Checking in now for the Red Hawks is Hayden Boucher, and she will go to the service line.
I tell you, I keep watching over here, and Aria Evans is kind of like the cheerleader for this team, as he is very much into it. As they come the other way, Argos on the attack. Gonzalez will try the drop shot in that right corner. That's no good. And then a block at the net. This time it's in for the kill up front, as Sydney Nelson hammers it down for the point.
The block, Josie Pendleton went up for the block, got it, but it rolled down the front of her on Argos side of the net.
The Argos have played 4 games in each match this weekend, and they're in the fourth one right now and find themselves down 3-0 in this one. As the Red Hawks battled them really tough in that first one, 33-31. They lost the second one 25-19, and they won the third one by 25-19 score as well. Here's a shot picked up by the Red Hawks. Now they'll go cross angle down and in for another kill here. Momentum is definitely swinging to the red and white uniforms, and that is the Red Hawks volleyball team from Mesa, Arizona. Timeout. Argos need one. They're down by 4. We'll break. Fourth game coming your way. Fourth game of the set sees the Red Hawks up 4-0 right here on KNX 102.7 FM. We continue to bring you volleyball, fourth game of the match coming your way on KNX 102.7 FM and, of course, on KINX1027.com, Network 1 Sports. As we do, we get back to action. Argos are down by 4 in this one, and the Red Hawks back on the attack now. They'll hit it cross angle. Argos pick this one up off the beam, and then on the free ball, Gonzalez takes it deep in the corner, and that's going to be out of bounds.
You know, I've been watching the Lady Argos in this game, and it just seems like we don't have the rapid movement, rapid response that we've watched in the previous 3 games.
They have played some tough ones, and right now they are down into this one as they trail by 5. As here's a shot from Anderson, who we haven't seen in a while, is back in there. And she will take the shot. This is going to be no good. And then back to the Hawks as they go across up to the net and then goes out of bounds over there. So the Argos will get the first point of this fourth one. They trail 5-1.
Serving for the Lady Argos is Lauren Brown.
So service coming across here for the Argos. They lead it 2-1 as far as the match goes. And this one's going to go out of bounds. Did not get a hold of Lauren's hand, and that is going to be in. And in play, I should say, but out of bounds. 5-2 is the difference. As they come back now, Argos battling back down by 3. Here's a throw by the offensive attack from Barker, and it goes in for the kill. And that is a throw, too.
That is a throw. Checking in for the Red Hawks is Lauren Purdy, whose name we've said all evening.
Good player, no question about it. Good match between these two. This one sails out of bounds and right over by Brooke, and she lets it go. Fourth says, I just cannot hit it. It hit on the line. It's in for the point. Service ace here. And that will be Nelson with the ace as she'll drop this one a little closer. Brooke does get that one. They'll set it up here, pound it, and the Argos will battle. They'll come to the outside. Corey Mullen will take it down, and the spark plug will get it in for the kill.
That was nice placement right on the back line. Checking in for the Lady Argos is Kaylee Rashford.
7-3 is the score. Red Hawks in front. Fourth one of the match. As the Argos hold on to a 2-1 lead, and here it comes our way. They'll bump it up. Libero takes it across as they do. It goes to the Argos side. Now they'll set it up to Corey Mullen, and she hits it right on the line. No, they said it was out. Oh, that was very close. That was a tough call. It looked like it bounced right on that line. There's actually a little blue hash mark there from the free throw line, and it might have caught that, but that was close. As they come back the other way, 8-3. That's a tough call. As they come back, as the Argos will go with the free ball here, take it across. As the Red Hawks now lead it by 5, back over here in a diving effort. I tell you, the momentum has switched over here for Mesa State, and they are playing well in this fourth one. They're up 9-3. And they go back on the service side. Back to service here is going to be Madison Peters. As the jump serve goes across, tough serve there. They'll chase it down and a double hit. And again, you can see that the carry is going to be assessed against Norling. And that is going to be a violation. Red Hawks commanding lead here in this one, 10-3 now.
Again, it just appears that the Argos are not moving.
And it's just that you just can't do anything right. It's kind of one of those things. You see it all the time. Because here's another block at the net from Anderson. Now over to Corey. Corey takes it down the line. They dig that one. Nice hustling effort here by the Red Hawk. You got to give credit where credit is due, and the Red Hawks are getting it done right now. They are soaring in this fourth one. 11-3. Hawks are leading it. They're down 2-1. Timeout, Argos. They need a break. Let's break with them. Arona Suda trying to break the momentum and bring it back to his side of the floor, but right now they trail 11-3. We'll return in just a moment right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It's the fourth game of the match, and the Red Hawks from Mesa, Arizona has a commanding 11 to 3 point difference here in this one. It is the Argos up 2-1. They battled very, very tough in that first one. 33-31. Argos win the second one 25-19. Red Hawks win the third one 19-25. They lead it now 11-3. Here they come. Argos back on the attack, blocked at the net. And Anderson has a block back on her. And we will have a substitution for her. She will come out.
Checking back in will be Jada Brown.
That green tape on the hand didn't last very long. She was sick of that right away. She got rid of it, and she is out. It's 12-3 here. Here comes a service for the Red Hawks. Tough dig there. They'll get down, and they'll try the drop shot here. And a tough one. I tell you, battling from the floor was Madison Peters. And Peters just couldn't keep it alive enough.
She tried to get up quickly. Has a smile on her face.
406-450-1147. Here is the service now. It goes across. They'll bat it up to the net. Blocked there and then tipped down again. Everything's going right here for the team in the red and white uniforms. The Red Hawks open it up to a 13-4 lead in the fourth game of the match here from the University of Providence Argos Gymnasium. Brand new remodeled gymnasium. As it comes across, this one's going to sail out, and Sean on the inline says, I've got it out of bounds, guys. Substitution coming back in now for the Argos is going to be Olivia Sneed. She would like to get a little momentum on their side of the net. They'd like to get a little rhythm rolling here for the Argos. They're down 13-5. Here it is up front, and a play out of there, and a touch from Gonzalez. They'll keep it a play alive here. Back over to Brown, who hits it. Good blocking up front by the Red Hawks. Now they'll go out to the outside. Here's a drop shot there, and double hit, but then lands out of bounds. Touched by the Argos. Another point here for the Red Hawks.
Checking in for the Red Hawks is Megan Block.
14-5, Red Hawks in front here. Back to serve for the Red Hawks is Salmons. Caton, as he gets a nice serve there, takes it across, and they'll keep it alive. Back set to the outside. This one's misdirected. Megan Block couldn't get it across. And that is going to be into the net, so the Argos will score on the side out.
Checking in is going to be Emily Stoker, who will go to the service line for the Lady Argos.
If anybody can get it going, it's her. She can serve back there. They're down a few here. 14-6, fourth one of the match. As Stoker serves it, line drives it across the center court. As they do, they'll set to the outside. Here's a block at the net. And again, just one of those things that have just really turned around. What we have seen so much on the defensive side at the net for the Argos is the positioning of about 2 inches. They're back a little bit, and so those balls are falling in front of them instead of going back on the other side of the net.
Yeah, they're just not getting right up to the net to get their blocks.
It is that close. As the Argos go back on the offense, here's Josie's shot, as that one's going to go out of bounds over there. Pendleton again just struggling to get it to land in there, down by 10 now. Red Wings up 16-6 in the fourth one. Here's a nice serve. They'll back set it over, and the touch shot there is going to go out of bounds. As Mariah will get the ball back over to the Argos side. And Mariah will try to get her team fired up.
Checking in is Danny Norling to head back to the service line.
9 to tie, 10 to take the lead here in this fourth game of the match. As it goes across, it'll come over to the Red Hawks. They'll shorter set here. There's 1 of 9. And that was blocked at the net, and that one falls on the side of the Red Wings. 16-8, Red Wings in front here. Fourth game of the match. Appreciate the fact you're with us on KNX 102.7 FM. Here comes the service again from Danny. Goes deep into the corner, goes up to the net, jump up and hit that one. You will see a timeout from Miss Jones coming up in very shortly as they are battling back here. 16-9. Red Hawks in front, but the Argos are on the move. Here come the University of Providence Argos. Danny to serve again for the Argos. Here's number 3. They'll set it up on the attack. They'll back set it here into the net, and that is going to go in there, and here it comes. It is, well, maybe not yet. She's going to play through it. Coach is not going to call a timeout. She's got 2 of them. It's back to a 6-point game here, fourth game of the match. Danny to serve, deep into the corner. It's picked up. Red Hawks on the attack. They'll go to the outside. Here's it blocked in the net. Tipped across. It's up, and a carry will be called here as it goes off the shoulders. And they were asking for 4 hits, and it didn't happen. Danny got a couple of them back. It's a 7-point lead here now for the Red Hawks. They'll jump serve it here. Going back, Argos have it. Momentum has switched back here as Brown with the hammer. She puts it down.
There we go. Bringing that with some force.
17-11.
Checking in for the Lady Argos is Corey Milan.
Milan in. She's a powerhouse up front. Milan, Josie up there. Also in is going to be Brown. Here's the service. Tough at the net. Good hustle. Free ball comes across. Argos have it now. They'll go back on the attack. It's going to be Pendleton down the line. Can you keep it in play? On the backside. Here's a touch at the net. They'll go in. Argos back on the attack. Back set it to the outside. Brown's got the kill. Falls in there. Everybody to the front of their seats. Here comes a shot deep in the corner. Keep it alive. Argos. Free ball. Corey down the line. It's going to be out of bounds.
That was nice ball movement on both teams.
18-11. Red Hawks in front. It's the University of Providence Argos battling here. Fourth game of the match. Here's the set. Danny will take it out to Corey. Corey hits it down right off the outstretched hands, off of the shoulder and out of bounds. Back comes in the libero now. It's going to be Salmon. Caitlin Salmon comes in here for the Red Hawks from Mesa, Arizona. It is an 18-12 lead. Red Hawks in front, fourth one. As Brooke takes it across, they'll bump it up. Red Hawks on the short set, hammering this one down. Nice kill there to their power hitter up front. Lauren Purdy hammers it in for the kill.
That was nice defense by Lauren Brown. She had to go from one sideline to the next and just barely missed it.
Is there enough time to get back into this one for the Argos? They trail 19-12. Fourth one. As it goes across, they'll bump it up. They'll chase it down. Now comes back to Corey. Tries a drop shot coming your way. Corey has been the go-to person, the player of the game yesterday, and has come off the bench with the sore knee and all and has picked this team up. Brought them back to a 6-point difference now. As the Argos serve it up here, goes across. They'll bump it up to the front. Red Hawks on the attack to the outside. They'll put this one down. Blocked at the net. They'll keep it in play. Back on their outside. And again, a block. Corey's got it across the net. As they keep it in play, here's the back set. This one goes across angle. Argos will set it up here to Corey. Fallon will take it down the line. Handle deep in the corner. It's the Red Hawks on the push shot. Bump back across there. They'll continue to keep playing live. 19-13 is the difference. Red Hawks in front. Here's the shot down the line. Brown's got it in the backcourt. They'll come to the outside. It's a shot. Corey's got a kill.
That was big. That was a big shot right there.
Milan has put the spark into the Argos and hammers it home. Timeout Jones. 19-14. Your University of Providence has battled back in this one. Game number 4 of the match. We'll see how it all pans out in just a moment right here on KIX 102.7 FM. Let's get back to action here. It is a thriller from Great Falls. Red Hawks lead it. Game number 4 of the match, 19-14. Argos have battled back here. Here comes the service deep in the backcourt. They'll bump it up. Red Hawks will take it across. This one's going to stay out of bounds, but the official right there says it clips the line, and it's in for the kill. It seems like when you get to 20, it gets a little more interesting with only 5 to go compared to 6. 20-14 here as the Argos find themselves down in this one. As the service will come across from the Red Hawks. Tough serve to the back line. They'll set it up to the outside. As Corey again coming in. She's got another big kill. I tell you, Milan has absolutely come to play here in this one. And with that said, they will sub her out.
Olivia Sneed will check in and head to the service line.
Well, she will serve, and then Corey's going to run out and... she's going to go check on something. We'll see. Olivia needs 5 to tie it here. Here comes the serve. Goes across. They'll try the drop shot up front. Blocked by the Argos. On the putback to the outside. They'll go deep drop shot here. And a diving effort by Sneed, but just couldn't catch up to it. And that was a tough shot in there for the Red Hawks from Mesa, Arizona.
21-15.
21-15 Red Hawks, 4th one. As the Argos do lead it 2-1 here. Argos back the other way. Brown will take this one. Lauren puts it down for the shot and the kill. That was a nice kill that time.
Checking back in is Emily Stoker.
I got to think Corey Milan will check back in very soon as well. Stoker, as we know, has been the go-to hammer at behind the service line. She has racked up a bunch of points. Here's another one. That's a tough serve. Takes it across on the back set. Touched there by the Argos, so they'll bring it back into play to the outside. They'll jump as Diaz puts it down, and it's handled this time by the Red Hawk. Free ball going across. As they bring it to the outside, here comes Brown. Hammer time, puts it down. It's hit up. Could have been a double hit. They don't call it. And this one sails out of bounds. It's out there. 21-17. Argos battling back in the fourth game of the match. They lead it 2-1. It is volleyball here from Great Falls at the Great Falls tournament. As it sails across, here comes the service. Short set is going to go down. That's in for the kill. Those are tough. I tell you, that is just such great timing. You have to work on that a lot with your hitter and your setter. And that is just a tough little timing pattern there as they put it down.
Well, and everybody had all drifted to the opposite side, and that was a good read by the offense.
So here comes the service from the Red Hawks. They lead it 22-17. And here's a free one up front. They do keep it alive as they'll take it back over to Brown, who takes it down into the backcourt. They'll set it up to the outside. They'll block the net. They keep it alive over there. Jensen will set it out here to the outside. There's a hit and a kill. It's Brown with a kill. Lauren hammers it down. Phoenix, Arizona. Stand to cheer.
Danny Norling checking in to go to the service line.
This is big right now. As the Argos have battled back, they trail 22-18. Here comes the service now. Fourth game of the match as they come to the back set. Here's a shot blocked at the line. It's in. Brown in the ball in now with another kill.
Lauren Brown has definitely come alive this last game.
It's another timeout for the Red Hawks. They need to talk about it. We'll catch our breath and conclude the fourth game coming up in just a moment. Red Hawks lead at 22-19. We're back in a moment right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It's the fourth game of the set right now, and the Argos are continuing to battle back into this one as they are trailing 22-19 right now. And, of course, the Argos would like to continue to serve over there from Danley. Norling will put it deep into the corner. They do play it right here on the short set. This one's going to go over to about Shelby, Montana. That one sailed way out there. As the Argo fans behind us starting a little more excitement. As they battle back, it's a two-point game. Danny to serve here. It comes across, bumped it up as they'll go up on the cross angle pass. And 21-22 now. Let's all talk about momentum for a while. What a switch it has happened here.
And it couldn't have happened at a better time. 22-21, Red Hawks.
As the Argos continue to battle back here, Norling will serve this one. Bumps it up at the net. They will take it back over to this side. Here's a touch at the net as they'll reset it, go to the offense, and coming across here is going to be Brown. Takes it over to the Red Hawks side, and a throw down the line is going to be picked up by the Argos. Now they come across with a drop shot as they'll send everybody over to that right-hand corner, so they'll go over to Lauren Brown, who hits it deep into the corner. Off the lights, it is good. Tied at 22. They have tied it up. Look at the fans behind us. Stand and cheer. Argos are here. Tied at 22. Fourth game of this match. Argos lead it 2-1. Here comes the service. Danny has done a tremendous job. Here's the set here. And it goes across angle. Handled by the Argos. They'll chase it down. Brooke has it there. They'll go cross angle deep in the corner. Picked up by the Red Wing. Red Hawks have it there. Down the line. And it's bumped on the front to the center. Backside, over to Lord. Brown hits it. They'll dig it deep into the corner. Red Hawks on the attack now. They'll take it in and off the shoulder blades of Josie, and that one's going to fall in. Breaking the tie, 23-22. Argos need the ball back. Recall the first game of the match. It went 33-31, and it went back and forth a lot. Here comes the service. Argos will dig it there in the back row. As they bring it back up, Brown will take it down the line. On the line, it's good.
Checking in for the Argos comes in Corey Milan.
Corey Milan has been the fire that had brought this team back. Tied at 23. Argos to serve here. You need 2 to win. Here comes the service. They'll bump it up to the outside. Here come the Redhawks on the attack. Nice kill over there. Staying with it is Savannah Ikas as she gets it in for the kill. Coach Jones is up here saying, girls, just relax. We're fine. We're up 1. Argos need the ball back. Here comes the service. They'll go back deep into the corner. They've got it there. They'll set up the offense. Tip it across. Picked up by the Red Hawks. Hawks take it to the outside. Here comes Ikas, who will get it across the net. Back over to Brooke. Brooke back sets it to Corey, who has to take it deep in the corner. Argos back on the defense now as they go outside. On the tip shot. Picked up there. They've got it. They chase it down to Corey. Corey with the tip. Oh, did she have to get up to get that one? Takes it back across as they keep it alive. Here's the free ball coming up. Argos can go with the power volleyball now. They'll swing it down. Good dig out there from the Red Hawks. Coming back the other way. It's tipped out of bounds. Tied up at 24 apiece. Thrilla from Great Falls. 24-24. The first game of the match went 33-31. The Argos do have no timeouts left. Here comes the service going across. Bumped up there by the Red Wings. They'll take it outside. Here comes the shot. Picked up there by Brooke. Brooks got it up to the front. They'll look Corey. Milan has a block right on the line. Boy, I'll tell you, good play at the net. As Lauren Purdy has come to play this afternoon.
That was a huge block by her. Holy smokes.
Side out going the other way. Red Hawks up 1, 25-24. Back to serve will be Madison Peters for the Red Hawks here in Great Falls. The Argos need the ball back. Here comes the service. Goes across. They'll set it up. Hustling after it. They'll go over to Corey. He'll take it into the net. And it is going to go into the net. No good. We will play 5 here as the Red Hawks win this one 26-24. Oh, let's catch our breath and we'll come back with more. I like it. I like it. It is fun to say the least. They will come to center court. They will talk about it. They'll flip the coin who's going to serve what, and we'll decide all that in just a moment. We are tied at 2-2. The 5th and final one coming up in a moment right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It has been a tremendous weekend here in Great Falls with the University of Providence tournament that has gone on here, and volleyball has been outstanding. The Argos find themselves into a fight here with the Red Hawks from the Mesa, Arizona area, and I tell you, they have played well. They spotted them a few points before they came back and got it running here, and you got to give a lot of credit for Danny Norling. She came in there and got things rolling between her and Corey Milan. They definitely got things switched around there, but maybe just a little too late, and it just couldn't get the points all on the board in time.
Well, I think the big difference is with this comeback, all of a sudden the girls started moving again like they had been before. They kind of went stagnant there for a while, and Coach Duda was talking to them about it. It was just like they couldn't get it going. So hopefully we'll continue to see the movement going here for the UP Argos.
Well, as you know now, we go to 15 is all. You will score with every side out as always. You'll score with every point. So there's points on the board every time the ball moves here. As they get the toss, it looks like the Argos have elected to stay on the right-hand side of the gymnasium as we look at it, and it will be the Red Hawks, to serve as they bring it down the line, and Josie will hit this one out of bounds. And she had that look on her face like, I think I did hit the green, but did not. So Red Hawks lead it by 1 here, and they only go to 15 this time as it's the best of. As this one sails out, Argos find themselves down 2-0 now. And the Argos would like to get the ball back here. They led it 2-0 at one time. And then the Red Hawks have come back and won the last 2. And as they come back, here is a throw to the outside from Barker, but it hit the net. And that will be a side out, so the Argos get the point as they come to the offense. Corey Milan will check back in. She has been the power hitter here. And service for the Argos. They'll dig it up. Red Hawks go on the set to the outside. They'll take it down the line, and this is going to sail outside. We're tied at 2-2. Knotted at 2-2 here in this 5th and deciding game of the match from the University of Providence. The Argos battling here for another win. They won the first 2 matches of this tournament. And now they'll come back as Corey Milan hammers this one down.
Nice. Whoa.
I have said it numerous times here. Corey is a 5'8 junior, and she plays about 6'4. She can jump, I'm telling you. And the timing is unbelievable. Argos lead it here 3-2 now in this 5th and decider. As they'll bump it up, it's going to be a free one here for the Argos. Blocked at the net. And a nice job up front is going to be Brown. Jada Brown this time gets the block.
Lauren Brown is serving for the Argos.
And she will serve back here as the Argos continue to lead it. They're up 2 now, 4-2. As the bump comes up here, they'll go to the outside, set it up. This one's going to sail way out of bounds. As Barker just hit that one all the way out to the concession stand.
Lauren continues to serve for the UP Argos.
5-2 is the difference. Argos in front, 5th and decider here. This one goes off the shoulder. Coach runs to get out of the way. They'll bump it across in the free ball. It goes to Brown as they'll take it up to Norling. Norling goes it to Corey. Corey hammers it down again.
She got up there a long way, and we need a timeout here for the Red Hawks.
Sonia Jones, the coach for the Red Hawks, needs a timeout. We'll break. 6-2 is the difference. Argos in front of the 5th game of the match. We'll return in just a moment on KNX 102.7 FM. As we get back to action here, volleyball, UP Argos are leading the fifth and final game of the match, 6-2, as they continue to serve with Lauren Brown. Service comes across. They will spike this one down. Barker takes it across. Bump back across from Norling. And I tell you, that was pretty close to falling back in there. As they come back the other way now, as they'll side it out here. 16-3 is the difference. And going back to serve is going to be Hayden Butcher. As Booker will take it across there. As they'll go up into Josie Pendleton, and that's going to sail out of bounds. So service point stays here with the Red Hawks, 6-4. As they'll come back, as they'll try to tie it up here, down by 2. Here's the set cross angle. LaCory has to get up, elevates, tips it across down the line. They'll play this one in and blocked at the net again as Pendleton's in with Brown to put it down. 7-4 on the side out for the Argos. And going back to serve here is fourth as Fro will take it across there. And this one is going to go deep into the corner. Brown's got it there. They'll bump it up. Back set to Norling, and she'll take it over here. Hit it into the water stand from the Gatorade side. And that'll sail out. 2-point difference here. First one to 15 is the winner in this exciting match here from this tournament in Great Falls. Something you're going to see a lot more of here, I got a feeling of. Here's a shot on the line. Nice kill out there. As going up and hitting that one down is Rashford. Puts it down. Now they will switch sides at that breaking point here of this one.
This is kind of an interesting part of the contest. Kind of, you know, I don't know that I like it. It kind of breaks momentum, I think. You have to stop and pack up and move. I get it, it's part of the game, but it just seems like a momentum breaker to me.
Well, that's it. It's not like you're just going to get up and walk over there. You've got duffel bags, you got water bottles, you got like half a tank full of stuff you got to move with you, you know. Yeah. So then they come over, get all settled up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it's an advantage, or just somebody smarter than I must have figured out that that needs to be done. So here comes the service down the line. This is going to go out. And I guess that's why you do it right there, because it broke the momentum of Jensen, and she served that one out of bounds.
8-6, Lady Argos.
Lady Argos are up by 2. It's the fifth and decider right here on KNX 102.7 FM. Sarge and Mrs. Sarge bring you the coverage as this one goes back to back, out of bounds hits, as that will go out as well. So substitutions coming back in.
Olivia Sneed checking back in and heading to the service line.
Heading back again is Sneed, as they need 6 to get it done. Here comes the service. That's going to go bumped up here from the Red Hawks as they'll take this one. Sneed saves it at the net. They'll tip it across. It's going to be a ball to the Red Hawks. Now they'll go back on the touch side. Lauren touched it, but then everybody diving for it couldn't keep it in play, and that's going to fall in for a point.
And the thing is, they did have to go for that and make the dive at it because it was going to hit anyway. So good hustle for the Argos.
9-7 is the score here. Fifth and decider in this one. As service goes across, it's a bullet. This one's coming up to the net. It's deep enough where they'll have to play it. As they come out here, drop shot is handled. They will go over here to Brooke, and then they'll hit it. And she has been called for that a couple of times. Now she gets another double hit here. Makes it 9-8. Argos up by 1 in this fifth and final game. That one sails way out of bounds. I'll tell you what, a gal that can hit it hard out of bounds is Ranger. She nailed that one.
It was a good job on the Argo back line to talk to each other and let them know that it was out.
Here comes Emily Stoker. Needs 5 to win. Emily to serve it across, lines it across there. Boy, good job. As he gets out and across, they'll put this one at the net, partially blocked. But again, they just couldn't keep it into play.
10-9 Argos.
And then the Argos need it back here to score. And right away, Brooke will come back in. Brooke Forth will come back in here for the Argos as the libero. And service coming across from the libero on the other side. They'll bump it up here. The Jensen set to Diaz with the kill. She got it.
There we go. That's what Diaz needed. Coming in now is Danny Norling to go do the serving. And getting on the front line is Jada Brown.
Danny is the one that really got things going here. Coach Jones wants to call a timeout. They will talk about it. We will do the same. We'll be back in a moment right here as the Argos lead it in the fifth and decider, 11-9. We're back in a moment on KNX 102.7 FM. Exciting volleyball coming your way on KNX 102.7 FM. The Argos are in a fight here in this one as they try to remain 14-3. They'd like to go 15-3 if they could. And they are extended to the fifth game. They're down, they're down to serving it on their side of the floor as Danny will take it across here as it's 11-9 lead for the Argos. As the Red Hawks try the drop shot, Danny Dorling's got it there. Brooke will bump it up. Now they'll come back and put it up there. Good block at the net. Good effort up front is a Megan block. And I guess that's the appropriate name for the appropriate call as she blocks that one down for the kill.
11-10 Argos.
They need to get the ball back. Here comes the service out there from Olivia Ortiz. As she'll take it over here outside, we'll go to Brown. Brown gets it down the line. They'll go over and they'll bump it back up to her. Drop shot in there, picked up by the Red Hawks as they come back the other way. Coming out of there, bumping it up. Norling will go to Brooke. Now they'll go deep into the corner. This is going to sail out just a little long that time. We're tied at 11.
Norling had a great dig on that play.
They are playing inspired. Coach wants a timeout. We'll do the same. Knotted up at 11. And they're questioning.
I think Coach over there called timeout same time that we had it over here.
So timeout on the floor, and it looks like we're knotted at 11. We'll be fine. And we'll get it all hammered out for you in just a moment. Let's break right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
They're trying to figure it out too. Huh? Oh.
Let's get back to action here. Tied at 11 is the fifth and final game of the match here. We're knotted at 2-2, tied at 11. It doesn't get any better than this. It's the Red Wings from Mesa, Arizona to serve. Here's the shot, goes back to the Argos. They'll set it up here to Brown. Brown has it blocked at the net. Nice dig there from the Argos. They'll pick it up as they come back to Pendleton. Pendleton takes it down and in here, out there, they said. Good on the back line, out on the sideline. Red Hawks take it back. They need 3 to win. Argos need the ball back. Here comes the service going across. Argos will bump it up. They'll set it to the backside. Brown hammers it down, dug in the backside. Picked up this time as they go back on the shot. And this one's going to be at the net and tipped right back in. Makes it 13-11. Substitution coming in.
Checking in for the Argos is Melissa Gonzalez.
Has been quiet here lately. And we'll step back over here. 13-11. Argos need the ball back. Here comes the service. Argos are down here. They will go to Norling. Sets it out to the outside as Brown hits this one deep in the corner and it's out of bounds. Timeout Argos. They will call timeout as they are in trouble here. They need the ball back. They will talk about it. Let's break. Timeout on the floor. It's the Red Hawks 14, Argos 11. We're back in a moment on KNX 102.7 FM. It is tough road here for the Argos, but they can do it as they need to get back into play here. They need the ball. They're down 14-11, and they need the ball back as the service continues for the Red Hawks here. Tied at 2-2. 14-11 is where we're at. Argos have the ball. As they send it to the outside, Lauren Brown hits this one, goes off the hands of the receiver, and then comes back, and a drop shot picked up. Argos will go on the offensive tack now. They'll go to the right-hand side to Gonzalez. Hits this one deep into the corner. They'll bump it up to the outside. Here's the push shot. This one pushed up. Jump set comes over to Brown. Brown will put it down for the kill. Argos need to keep the ball in their possession. And with that rotation coming around, Corey Milan will have a chance to come in. She is needed in the front row.
And Lauren Brown is at the service line, and she's had a good night serving.
She has a tremendous night going. She needs 2 points here to tie it up. Here comes the service, goes across. It's the Red Hawks coming the other way. They'll hammer this one down. Blocked in, out of bounds. That is going to do it, as that one is blocked out of bounds, and that is where the Red Hawks will get the win in this one, 15-12. Let's take a quick little break, and we'll come back and have a chance to talk about it in just a moment right here on KNX 102.